post game in Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. After what was, a surprising Thunder loss tonight, 116-106 to the 12-33 Brooklyn Nets. We're talking about Brooklyn came in with the second worst offense in the league, averaging 95.1 points per game. They've been really bad lately. They were 2-10 in January. They'd fired their coach. There's not really much interest around this team. The arena was half full of Thunder fans. The blizzard outside, it was just kind of a sleepy atmosphere, and the Thunder really sleepwalked tonight. They give Brook Lopez a season-high 31 points. They gave up 38 points in the paint in the first half, 58 in the game. Their defensive issues, which we'd seen, they get corrected, but then they reemerge. They really did reemerge tonight. It was kind of a concerning loss in some ways. Steven Adams out right now with the right elbow sprain. That was an issue because they didn't have anyone to contain Brook Lopez. And then Andre Robertson sprained his knee in the second quarter when Westbrook comes down on it. That's his second starter. Obviously, the two least used offensive starters, but they're important defensive pieces. Robertson was limping around post-game. I would expect him to miss sometime, but it sounds like the team doesn't believe it to be serious. He'll get more tests tomorrow. But anyways, Durant's numbers look good. Westbrook's numbers look good. 32-10 for KD, 27-10 for Russ. But, you can't give up 116 points to the Brooklyn Nets and expect to win. But at the same time, the Thunder still won, I think, 22 of its last 26, 27 games. They are on a 7-game win streak coming in. They'll get a chance to kind of right the ship Tuesday, across the city against the Knicks in MSG. But, a strange trend continues. The Thunder is 23-4 this season against the Western Conference, but now only 10-9 against the East. Don't really know what that says. But, here's Billy Donovan, Kevin Durant, talking post-game, Andre Robertson talking about his injury.
We're on a nice run there. This is, I think, one of the things that I've been, kind of talking about all year long is that, sometimes the progress you make, you've got to take steps back before you can go forward. And we had been making some good strides forward. And not to take anything away from Brooklyn, because I thought they played very, very well in a lot of different phases. But this was a game where we didn't play at the level that we needed to with the way Brooklyn played to put ourselves in a position to win. We got hurt on the offensive glass. 21 points off our turnovers. Obviously Lopez, I was concerned about that with Steven being out. We tried to use Serge, use Ennis, use Nick on him, and he's obviously a strong guy. We tried to double him a little bit. But it was one of those games, I think, for us where we didn't do things on a sustained high enough level for a long enough period of time. We battled and fought, and our guys played hard, but we didn't really, we couldn't keep it together and keep it going.
Keeping them off the offensive glass, was that one of the biggest things that stood out to you, or where defensively do you think you took a step back?
Well, I think I mentioned that, before the game, that this was one of the better offensive rebounding teams. I think Thaddeus Young had 7 offensive rebounds. You had a hard time keeping him off the glass. I thought a lot of 50-50 balls, loose balls, for whatever reason we couldn't quite come up with. It kind of went through our hands. They gathered. The rebounding part, we've done at times a really, really good job, and there's been some times bad. And I think that this is a game where, at least from a coaching standpoint, you can kind of point back to these guys in terms of trying to take a step again forward in terms of the level of consistency. And it wasn't there at the level we needed to. But to these guys' credit, the last 6 or 7 games, I thought we really were trending in the right way. And for whatever reason tonight, we didn't play at the level that I know those guys wanted to play at.
More than the defensive rebounding, when Larkin comes in and takes one from when Serge looked like he tipped one in for them. Is it those kind of plays?
That's what I'm talking about. There were some things, and I think that those plays, for whatever reason, step behind, a little bit late. They were quicker, faster loose balls, offensive rebounds. Inbounds pass gets stolen, just stuff like that. For whatever reason, we were off, and we had done such a good job the last several games, I think, being pretty sharp. This was a game where, we weren't. And I actually thought in the game, at least the first quarter, we were generating a lot of good shots. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. I thought the problem was we were getting good shots. They were getting layups. and we gave up too much stuff. I think they were shooting 51% at the end of the first half. They had 16 points on offensive rebounds. They had transition points. We were okay offensively in terms of the kind of shots we were getting, but defensively I thought we gave up way too much around the rim, way too much on offensive rebounds, drives, and then when we did convert, we gave up some threes.
Andre took a pretty bad shot to the knee. What's his status?
Yeah, I don't know right now. They're going to probably diagnose and see where he's at. It was some kind of knee injury. I've not found anything out at all. I'm sure Matt can maybe give you an update, but no one's said anything to me. I'm not so sure. I don't know if he needs X-rays, MRI, or anything. Obviously I just got in there and met with our staff and came out here, so I hadn't had a chance to talk to the doctor yet.
You've worked a lot of guys in, just moving forward, Steven and Andre. What's your approach just in terms of getting guys in there and figuring out roles?
Well, I tried to, I thought we had a pretty good rhythm going there the last several
Like
games.
Russ kind of backed into your knee.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. It kind of happened so quickly, but we'll find out further results tomorrow. So I don't know yet.
Was it just quick, like sharp pain or right knee, right?
Yeah, my right knee. I don't know. It happened so quick. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I couldn't even tell the doctor what happened. I was definitely in pain. So
Does it feel serious at all? Or?
I can't tell. We'll find out more information tomorrow. I'll try to take a closer look with our staff, and we'll go from there.
Have you ever had any type of knee injury before?
No.
That's it.
Are you in pain right now, or how do you feel?
Am I in pain right now?
Yeah, I mean, does it hurt?
Yeah,
or-
obviously. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure. Course of an NBA season, sometimes you have games where you're not as good as you want to be, and we're capable of playing much better. But give Brooklyn credit; they played well. They made shots. They did some things that we had difficulty guarding, and they deserve to win.
Where do you think you guys need to make the biggest step next game defensively? It seems like they got a lot of points in the paint.
Yeah, well, they got what they wanted. They ran their sets and they came off, and we didn't dictate anything out there on the defensive end. We want to be able to have them feel us a little more, not be able to run what they want. And it was just a disappointing game for us. We'll be better in the next one.
Yeah, Coach said progress isn't always just a straight line. It seems like you've been making a lot of good strides, but this is just a natural part of the NBA season. Can you describe kind of what making progress is like in this league?
Well, you have to be able to do it every day. If you don't play well, you get beat, and that's what happened today. So just because you play well your last 4 or 5 games doesn't mean you're going to come out the next night and play well. You have to be engaged mentally and physically and be ready to do it. And we weren't tonight, but we're confident we can play better on the next one.
Lopez, obviously all-star type player, but I think he had a season high night. Why was he so effective?
He's a load. Obviously, being shorthanded without Steve, it's hard for us, but we would have liked to have done better against him for sure. And he was doing it. He was scoring in different ways. He was putting it on the floor, his post-ups, jump shots. So we weren't able to take away anything that he wanted to do. So that was disappointing. And like I said, we'll be better in the next one.
Yeah, they kind of control the game a bit.
Why was Lopez so effective? I think he had a season high tonight.
Making shots.
Did you guys feel like you weren't, early on in the game, did you feel like you weren't sharp? Was there any rhythm that was missing to start the game?
I wouldn't say it was anything missing. Defensively, it was just one there. They were making shots, man. Lopez was tough down low. It was hard to stop. Thaddeus Young grabbing rebounds. He was a tough cover for four. So when we were small, I think we did a better job. We just couldn't get anything going. Every time we went our way back, they hit a timely shot or got a rebound or steal. So it was their night, man. They hit 3 or 4 tough twos in a row, and that kind of broke our back.
Coach said that they kind of won all the 50-50 balls. Is that kind of how you describe what maybe turned the game?
Yeah, they shot long shots and they got long rebounds. It's the name of the game tonight.
It was a bad game. It was a bad night tonight for me. How satisfied are you from the kind of season that you had?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
How satisfied are you from the kind of season you guys are having this year?
I wouldn't say I'm satisfied, but I like the direction we're going in. Other than tonight, we've been playing well. It's a tough loss, man. That's what happens in this league. You come on the road and you're not locked in from the beginning and you lose the game. And that's a lesson for us. So we're looking forward for another opportunity against the Knicks. A team that's on the up and up, is playing very well. another test. If we come in there and not play well or not focus, and don't play with any enthusiasm and passion, energy, we don't lose the game. Point blank, we can't do that. So, we're looking forward to an opportunity to practice tomorrow and play again on Tuesday.
But when you say you're not that satisfied by the way of your play, what is missing?
We never want to be satisfied around this time of year. It's January, almost February, now All-Star break. We're not worried about where our ceiling is. We're just gonna keep working every single day, and wherever it's at the end of the season, we got to be satisfied with it. But we've been working hard every single day. We really can't think about all right, this is the team we want to be. We're cool being this team. We just got to keep working, keep pushing down that door, that wall of complacency, I guess, and just keep playing the game, man, and keep working.
How refreshing is it to hear a new voice inside the play?
It's just different. It's different, I respect all basketball minds, and Coach Donovan is a great basketball mind. And it's different, we've been with someone for 8 years, and then having a new voice, it's different. But at the end of the day, it's basketball. You just got to go play. He's doing a good job of putting us in good positions.
You said that the media kind of nitpick at your team. Do you guys feel like you always play with the chip on your shoulder?
Us? Yeah, man. I think so. We got a lot of guys who came in the league and felt slighted as players. So we all just play with a chip. And we all just competitive. Everybody's on our team's competitive, man. So when we step on that court, that comes out. So basketball is a fun sport, it's a competitive sport, and we can't get away from that. Even amongst all the other stuff that comes with it, we still got to be focused on playing basketball. The way we played it when we were kids, just having fun, enjoying it, playing with competitive juices and playing with passion.
Is it a way to come together as well? Like us against the world?
Yeah, that's what we kind of say. Every road game is us against the world, and just try to stick together through adversity and persevere through it all, man. And even through losses, we can just stick together and learn from it and get better.
At the same time, you come to arenas like this one where like 95% of the public was cheering for you guys. You're a pretty young team, even historically, or the franchise itself. I mean, isn't there like kind of a contradiction against the world, and at the same time you guys are very popular?
I guess you could say that. I mean, look, when the team hits, going into the fourth quarter like you've seen tonight, the team hit a big shot, everybody's cheering for the home team. So, when we're on the road, we know we don't have our fans with us. We know we can't rely on that energy to get us going on the road. So we just got to stick with each other, stick with the sideline. Coaches all the way down to the last man on the bench, the trainers, everybody. We just got to stay together because, we're in hostile territory, we're in a foreign land, and we always just got to, be together, be a group.
How much goal do you see for you and Russell? Do you feel like we haven't seen anything yet from what you guys can accomplish?
Yeah, we still got a lot more to accomplish, and we still feel like we got a lot of room to grow as players. And it's not just about us too. It's about the rest of the guys in this locker room, and everybody needs to come to work. And, not just me and Russell. Everybody has to come to work to make this thing, flourish. So, it's not just two guys, man, that make a team. It's the whole group. And, everybody has to want to get better. Everybody has to be focused and have that competitive edge. And, and it starts with us too. But it has to be like that way from the top to bottom.